back and look at the recording, it like cuts off the first few seconds. So I'm gonna just give it a moment just to let all the things, all the magical technological things happen before I start talking about what I'm going to talk about today. I am back in my house waiting for a friend who's going to be staying at my place while I am dog sitting over in Wilson. If you check the live video yesterday, you will see the amazing dogs that I'm hanging out with for the next month. But today I got into an interesting threads conversation with a new yoga teacher who was asking, like, I just finished my yoga certification and how do I get a job as a yoga teacher? So I have been teaching yoga since 2011, I think, for a long time now. And I have never had any problem getting a job as a yoga teacher. And I want to tell you guys all of my secrets about how easy it is to find a job as a yoga teacher, whether you want to teach at a studio, whether you want private clients, you can teach at a gym, you can teach at corporations, you can teach at hospitals, you can teach in hospice and cancer centers, you can teach in recovery centers, you can teach in homeless shelters, you can teach in women's shelters. There are so many places that you can teach in this world, and I'm just seeing a text from the guy who is staying at my place, so he's going to be here in a few minutes, so I might have to cut this short. So leave any comments if you have any questions about how to find a job as a yoga teacher. But I'm going to tell you today just how to find a job at a yoga studio. So first thing, go to the yoga studio, buy a month membership or buy whatever their intro deal is, and find out if you even want to teach there. And then go to as many classes as you can for two reasons. First of all, to imbue your energy into that place, so that just like by, the power of like merging your energy with places, you get invited in because you're just there so often. And then all of a sudden you start getting paid to be there. But also to do market research to figure out who are the most popular teachers and why, what are the most popular times, and that's what you want to know, that information, because those are the classes that you want to substitute teach, okay? The most popular classes are the ones that you want to get on the sub list for. So buy a membership or buy their intro deal, go to as many classes as possible, do your research, figure out like, okay, is the energy good? Do I actually want to teach here? And then figure out who either the owner is or who the manager is. All you have to do is go to the front desk and say, hi, I'm a yoga teacher. I'm curious about teaching here. Are you looking for subs? Is it possible to get on the sub list? And you can email also, but it is so much better if you are there in person, because chances are they're going to say, oh my gosh, yes, absolutely, we need substitute teachers, or we have a wait list, here's how you get on the wait list, or absolutely, can we get you on the schedule now? And so I am currently teaching here in Jackson, Wyoming, and that's exactly what I did to teach here. I researched all the different yoga studios in town, and of course, in the yoga world, for the most part, there's no competition. It's all collaboration. All the yoga studio owners in here know each other. And I bought an intro membership to one that oh my gosh, these comments. You YouTube commenters, this is why I never put much effort into YouTube. The YouTube commenters are so random. But this comment from Arabella Shea Manzi, I'm gonna use your full name. My boyfriend left me because he said I'm too ugly because I have a unibrow. Now I feel ugly. Okay, well that just means you get to meet someone whose kink is unibrows, or you get to figure out how to shave off your unibrow, and then you still go find someone else who finds you just hugely attractive. But if you feel ugly, the world's gonna think you're ugly. And ugliness and hotness have nothing to do with what you look like and everything to do with your energy. But I have a feeling this person just made this comment to be a troll. So, so let's go back to teaching yoga. Okay, so you get on the sub list, you find out, I was talking about how I started teaching here. So I got referred to a yoga studio in town by my landlord who said, this is the best studio, this is where you have to go talk to Louise. Louise. Go to Louise's class. And Louise happened to be the owner. So I went to Louise's class. My boyfriend at the time had actually gifted me a pass to the studio. So, you know, it's always nice when someone else pays for these things. My love language is gift giving. So I always, when I attract men, I'm like, here's a way that you can show me that you care about me. Buy me a yoga pass, and it's going to make all of our lives better. But, you know, spend your own money if that's what you're doing. And then I just started going to as many classes as I could. I went to Louise's class, and she is, of course, an incredible teacher and an incredible person. And at the end of class, here's the trick. When you're a yoga teachers can tell that you are a yoga teacher by your practice. So after class, I was sitting in the hallway, and Louise came up to me and she complimented me on my practice, and she asked if I was a teacher. So I didn't even have to ask. And I said, I actually am a teacher. Are you looking for subs? And she said, yeah, but do you want to be on the schedule? Like, I'm actually making our fall schedule right now, and I'm looking for teachers. So this was just me following the flow of yoga, right? In order to be where the angels, where my guides wanted me to be. And the doors just opened wide open. And that is the magic of being a yoga teacher. When you are doing your practice, when you are in your flow, the opportunities present themselves, especially if your guys are into human design. If you're a generator, you got to wait for those opportunities to present themselves so you can say a sacral or a bodily yes or no to them. If you're a manifesting generator or a projector, or, you know, the other one that I always forget because there are always so few of them, then it's a little bit of a different sequence, and you'll have to leave a comment with your human design, and then I can give you more information about how to get these opportunities. But if you're a generator like me, then you have to put yourself out there. You have to do the things that bring you joy. For me, that's skiing, being around dogs, and practicing yoga. Those are the things that bring me joy, and those are the things that attract the opportunities to me. So that's how you find a job as a yoga teacher. You go and just imbue your energy into the place. You find out if your body actually wants to be there, because there are times I've gone into yoga studios and been like, not for me. This is not where I want to teach. Not that there's anything bad about those places. They're just not for me. And if you wanted to teach at like a gym, it's the same thing as applying for a job, same concept. You just walk in, you ask to talk to the manager, you say, hi, I'm a yoga teacher. You have your yoga resume. If you want a template, leave a comment. I will give you the template that I use on Canva as my yoga resume. But basically, you're just listing out your training and your experience and your specialties. And it's okay if you only have 1 200-hour training. We can talk about how to like pad that out. These are things my clients hire me to help them do. You do most likely have to have some sort of 200-hour Yoga Alliance approved training in order to teach in the United States and maybe most places in the world. But it is possible to do a non-Yoga Alliance training if it is with an individual who actually knows their shit. And has trained you how to teach. But the interesting thing that came up on this thread that I was responding to is this person was like, I need to do another 200-hour training before I'm prepared to teach. And I was like, no way, girl. You have to suck at teaching in order to learn how to teach. In order to be good at anything, you have to suck at it first. You have to be willing to fail enthusiastically. You have to be willing to put yourself out there and mix up your lefts and your rights and forget your sequence and just be a bad teacher for a minute in order to be a good teacher. And you have to learn how to enjoy being bad at something in order to learn how to be good at it. And that's whether you're a yoga teacher or whatever it is that you want to do in this world. You have to learn how to be okay with sucking at it. And this is why I love the phrase failing enthusiastically versus failing miserably. If you can have fun, if you can giggle at yourself while you're fucking something up, you are so far ahead of the game, and you can have whatever you want in this world if you are willing to be bad at it. All right, thumbs up. You guys hear what I'm saying? You picking up what I'm putting down? Okay, so I'm almost at my 10-minute mark here. I gotta go get this house ready for this dude who's staying here this weekend. It's Kings and Queens of Corbett's, so I am gonna spend the whole weekend skiing and watching people throw themselves off cliffs isn't it crazy what we as humans get to do in this world? What a life we all get to lead. And I hope that this video inspires you to go out and do something badly. Okay? Go and do the thing that you're scared of. Come back here and leave a comment and tell me how much you sucked at it, and then go try it again and see if you're just a little bit better at it. All right, friends? You have a beautiful day. Bye. Mwah.